يستفتونك قل الله يفتيكم في الكلالة إن امرؤ هلك ليس له ولد وله أخت فلها نصف ما ترك وهو يرثها إن لم يكن لها ولد فإن كانت اثنتين فلهما الثلثان مما ترك إن كانوا إخوة رجالا ونساء فللذكر مثل حظ الأنثيين يبين الله لكم أن تضلوا والله بكل شيء عليم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه. We give thanks to Allah. We ask His blessing on the noblest of mankind, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his household companions and all Muslims. We are welcoming us to another edition of our inheritance class, and inshallah today what we are taking is titled Golden Rules of Islamic Inheritance, meaning that a student who want to learn Islamic inheritance, there are some basic rules that it will really help the students to identify who are the inheritors, and so it will be easier consequently for the person to be able to distribute the furud and the fractions to them. So inshallah we are looking at those golden rules, and inshallah if you look at our screen you are going to see that we have the first one, and we have my name is Abdul Ghani Davis, and I have with me my honorable brother, and what's your name, Sheikh?
Salahu Bello Muhammad.
Naam, Salahu Bello Muhammad, inshallah. So inshallah we are taking some basic rule, and we are going to explain them beyond Allah wa quwwatihi. Now the first, we have this rule there, and our father will read the rules to us, inshallah. When you read, we start explaining. Now inshallah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those rules, inshallah. Now
Bismillah. كل من مات بعد مورثه لا يسقط نصيبه والعكس بالعكس.
Now, so the first rule is whoever dies ba'da muwarrithihi. Muwarris is the person that we want to inherit, that we call the person testator. So if a muwarris, the person, we ought to know that, oh, this person ought to inherit. For instance, maybe it's the son, but the son died before his father. Do you understand now? The father now died consequently. Are we getting? That father, that son that died first before the father cannot inherit from the father. We're not say, okay, oh, and we all know that he's the son to the father, so we are going to keep his inheritance. No, he's not going to inherit, because those that will be considered are those that the deceased left. Those deceased, what's left after his death, those who are remaining of the heirs, they are those ones that are going to be considered. So this is very, very important. So you can see, if you check your screen, say any heir that dies after his testator will not lose his share of inheritance, and vice versa. So if you have anybody that after the decease, the person now died, even if it's just 2 minutes after the death of the deceased, the person will inherit. That is the opposite of such. Do we understand? So that's why we said kullu mamata ba'da muwarrithi. After our testator, somebody now dies after, the person is going to inherit. So his inheritance is going to be taken out, because he dies after his words, after his testator. So he's also an heir that we consider in the Sharia. Do we get? No. So, and that's why we say wal aksu wal bil aks. That's vice versa. So if somebody dies before the testator, the person is not inheriting. If somebody dies after the testator, the person is going to inherit. So let us look at some illustrations we have here. We have a case that a deceased died and he is survived by a daughter. So we have a mother that died after the deceased, after death of the deceased. The mother of the deceased also died afterward. We also have uncle of the deceased. So in this inheritance case, the daughter will take half, as is mentioned in the Quran. The mother will take 1/6. Why? Because there's an inheriting descendant, and that is the daughter. So in the case of this, the mother will take 1/6. We are going to allot share for such, and that's why I said died after deceased. You can see it in the brackets. So we also have uncle. So the uncle will take the remainder, because he's the what? Awla rajulin zakarin. Is the nearest male what? The nearest male agnate. So that is why we see out the remainder, that means it will be for him, based on the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that we're going to treat consequently. So when we have a case like this, so we take our what we call Aslul Mas'ala is going to be 6. The SCM of 1/2 plus 1/6. So we have 6 here. So 1/2 divided by times 6 will give us 3. That's why we have 3 here. That 1/6 times 6, it will give us 1. So we have 3, 1. That is what? 4. So 6 minus the total, this total 4, minus 4, it will give us 2. So that we have 3, 1, 2. Do we understand? That is 6. So that is why so this is how we are going to distribute inheritance. So after, we may now look at, okay, this mother, who are those that survived the mother? That is another case that we will solve. We will now check with heirs too. So but what we are considering here is that the mother will inherit this, because it dies after the what? After the deceased. So very important. So we have another inheritance case here. We have a deceased who dies, survived by a daughter, but the mother dies before what? Before the deceased. The mother died before the deceased, so she will not be considered as an what? As an heir. So do we get? So we also have an uncle. So the daughter will take half, because she does not have any counterparts. Do we get now? So we have half here. So we have the uncle. This is the uncle. Is going to take the remainder, because he's the nearest close male. Do we get to the deceased? So that's why we put half there. So we have our Aslul Mas'ala, because of this fraction. So it is 2 we have. Do we get now? So we have 2. So 2 here, we have 1. So this is the remainder. So if you take 1 away from 2, we have 1 that is remaining. So this is the case that we have looked at there. So quickly, let us. So that's what we have taken as our first rule. So what are we taking here is that kullu man mata ba'da muwarithihi, whoever dies after his testator, la yasqutu nasibuhu, his share will not be dropped. We are going to consider him among the heirs. So wal aksu bil aksu, meaning that whoever now dies, he has died first before the testator. He dies first, we will not consider such person in the Sharia. So that is the first rule we are taking, and we are very hopeful that we have gotten that, inshallah. So quickly, let's move to the second rule. Nam ya Sheikh, Ikra.
كل من أدلى إلى الميت بغير وارث لا يرث.
Nam. So كل من أدلى إلى الميت بغير وارث لا يرث. Whoever is connected to the deceased through somebody who is not a what? Who is not an inheritor, through somebody who is not an heir, la yarithu, such person will not inherit. Do we understand now? So let us look at this. We have a case of a, let's say, inheritance case. We have a deceased who died, leaving behind a son. Do you understand? Leaving behind a friend. The deceased died, leaving behind a what? A friend also. Also, the friend now has an adopted child. Do you get now? So you can see now. So look at that. Now let's look at this case. Deceased have a son. The son takes, we put 1 there, that means takes all. Do you understand? Friends of the friend of a deceased cannot inherit. So do you get now? Why? Because in the Sharia there's no inheritance for a friend. Do you understand now? There's no inheritance that, okay, oh, this is a friend, is not inheriting. No, we can. So takes nothing. So we have adopted child of friend of deceased, takes nothing. Why? Because connected to the disease through a non-heir. Is connected to disease through a friend. That's how he's been connected to the disease. So do not take anything. All the children of the friend too will not take anything. because a friend, it is due to those friends they are connected to this, so it's friend of the deceased, children of friend of the deceased. So since the friend can't inherit, those children too cannot what? Inherit. So it also it's also applied. For instance, your aunties, they can't inherit. Your aunties. So all the children of your auntie, if you die, you that you are watching us, all the children of your aunties too, they can't what? They can't inherit. Because they are connected to you through your what? To your auntie. Your maternal uncles, they can't inherit. So all the children of your maternal uncles, that means your mom, those who are siblings to your mom, they are connected to you through your mom, so they can't inherit. They are not inheritors. So all the children they give birth to after your death, they can't know what? They can't inherit. Do you understand them? So that is the application of the second rule, and we are hopeful that we have gotten that. Barakallahu fikum. So let us move on. We have the third rule. It says, and I quote, Nam.
كل من أدلى إلى الميت بالأنثى لا يرث بالفرد.
Nam. So كل من أدلى إلى الميت بالأنثى. Whoever is connected to the deceased بالأنثى through a female, لا يرث بالفرد, will not take a share. If somebody is connected to the deceased through a female, the person will not take a share. So what are we saying? So let us, I think I will make an illustration here. So let's say, okay, this is given color. I want to, okay, I think I've seen a good color. Let me quickly illustrate that coming. So let's look at something here. We have, this is a disease. I'm denoting with the D. This is a disease. This disease now has, this is a disease. Do you get? The disease has a daughter. So this is daughter here. So don't mind the distance. So this is a daughter. The daughter now gave birth to children. And let's say son. This daughter gave birth to a son. This daughter also gave birth to a what? To another daughter. So you can see that with respect to the deceased, this son and this daughter, this is their grandfather. But how are they connected to the deceased? They are connected to the deceased through a what? Through a female. They will not inherit. Why? Because they are from another family. This woman, this will inherit, yes, because this is father, and this is her father. This is her father, so she will inherit. But her children are from another family, because this person gave birth to them, she got married to another what? To another man. So they will go and inherit from the man. They can't inherit from this father. Do we understand them? So this daughter and this son, they can't inherit from this deceased. Why? Because they are connected through this what? Through the daughter, through a female. So there is no inheritance for them. Do we understand now? So that's why we put here that daughter's daughter and daughter's son can't have a share, because they are connected to the deceased through his mother, through his daughter. Okay, let us see another example. Let me clean this off. Now we have, let's say this is a disease. Disease has oh sorry, I'm not coming. So the disease has a sister, a sibling that can inherit. They share the same mother and father, so that's a full sister. Now this full sister has children, male, female, male, female, male, female. Now all these four children, are they connected to this disease? They are connected to their what? Through their mother, who is a sister to the deceased. Of course, in the Sharia, this sister can inherit in some conditions, but these children can never inherit. Do you understand? Why? Because they are connected to the deceased through their mother, who is a what? Who is a female. So they are from another family. So they don't have any inheritance from the man. Do you understand? So that's what we are explaining, that كل من أدلى إلى الميت بالأنثى لا يرث بالفرد. Whoever is connected to this deceased through a female will not inherit. So now Meanwhile, so I think we have gotten that. Hopefully, behind the light work of what you should have gotten that. Now, there's not an explanation we want to let us to know. They say for every rule there's always an exception. Do we understand now? So, and that is, let us look at some of the exceptions. Yeah. So we have exception to the rule. It's exception to the rule are the maternal siblings. The Sharia in Quran states clearly what they will inherit. If they are, if just one will inherit, if he or she is to inherit, take 1/6. If they are much, and that is in verse 12, they will take 1/3 and they will share it among themselves bitasawi equally. There's no, it's not one take this, if a male take 2-1. No, if they are mixture of male and female, they will share equally. Those are the maternal siblings. Now, who are the maternal siblings? They are the siblings that they share the same mother with the deceased, but not the same father. So let us depict that, because we observe when we are teaching this thing and you mentioned something. If you don't do a family tree, some people may not get it. So let us look at, we have, let's say this is our deceased. This is the mother. Okay, let me use here. Sorry. Coming. Sorry. So this is our deceased. This is our deceased. Do we get? I'm using D for the deceased. This is the mother. Do we get? Now, this deceased have a father, but the woman got married before she married this man. So this is another father here who gave birth to all these children with this woman. So they gave birth to the following children. Do we get now? Male, female, female, female. All these, they are siblings to this what? To this disease. Do you get? What did they share together? The same mother. But this one has a father here. This is the father of this person. Do you understand now? But this is the what his own mother, the mother, can we say? So that is that. Now let's now look at let's just look at this. So we have, if you have this situation like this, so this is this now I've gotten this. So this mother gave birth to these children with different father. So all this and this, they are siblings sharing the same mother, abi? So they are maternal siblings. Now all these children here, Sharia say they can inherit in Quran, in Surah Nisa verse 12. So they have inheritance. If just one will take 1/6, if they are much, they will all share 1/3 together. Much means from 2 upward. Do you get? Now let's now look at something. They are connected to this person in particular, this person, which is the disease we are considering. How are they connected to him? Through their mom. Through their mom. Do you understand? Yet Sharia gave them inheritance. So that's an exception to the what? To the rule. So that's the first exception. We have another exception again. So it's not written here for the sake of summary, and that is mother's mother. We have a disease. Or let me see, use this as an example so that you'll be happy. So look at this. This is the mother. We have another mom, grandma, mother's mother. Do you get? So G, can we say this? If this person is not available, this person can inherit. Ijma among the scholars, that if the mother is not available, do we get? The grandmother can inherit. How is the grandmother connected to the deceased? Through the what? Is through this woman. Do we get now? Sharia gave allocation to her. She will inherit 1/6 in all cases if she is to inherit. So that's, but she is connected to the deceased through the mother. So that's another exception. So in summary, rule 3, that كل من أدلى إلى الميت بالأنثى لا يرث بالفرد. So we have mentioned that, like daughters, they can inherit daughter's son. They can, the son of the daughter of the deceased can inherit. Daughter of the deceased can inherit. But who can now inherit? Who what's the exception? We have what? Maternal siblings and what? And the grandmother. They can inherit despite connecting to this deceased through the what? through a female. Do we understand now? So that is what we are taking in point 3. So quickly, let's move to our next point, and that will be the last for this session. So let's move now.
كل من أدلى إلى الميت بواسطة حجبته تلك الواسطة بوجودها إن ورث ميراثها.
Now, so okay, I think we have now. So this is that. Let me expand it. Now, I think you can see it clearly now. So it said كل من أدلى إلى الميت بواسطة حجبته تلك الواسطة بوجودها إن ورث ميراثها. So if anybody is connected to a deceased through someone, hajabatu tilka alwasita, that person we block. This is the father. Do we understand now? So this will not inherit if this person is there. But if this person is available, it will block this person because this person is connected to the deceased through the father. This son is connected to the deceased through the what?
Father.
Through his father. So if this father is available and the father will take his share, they are taking the same share. If any of them is available, that means the father will block the words, the person, because he's connected to the father through the words, is connected to the deceased through his father. So very, very clear. So that is what we are taking there, and it is the same share they will surely have. So that's what we are taking for today. We pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us a better understanding of it. Wa jazakumullahu khairan. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
ولكم نصف ما ترك أزواجكم إن لم يكن لهن ولد فإن كان لهن ولد فلكم الربع مما تركن من بعد وصية يوصين بها أو دين ولهن الربع مما تركتم إن لم يكن لكم ولد فإن كان لكم ولد فلهن الثمن مما تركتم من بعد وصية توصون بها أو دين وإن كان رجل يورث كلالة أو امرأة وله أخ أو أخت فلكل واحد منهما السدس فإن كانوا أكثر من ذلك فهم شركاء في الثلث من بعد وصية يوصى بها أو دين غير مضار وصية من الله والله عليم حليم.